Okay, this one should probably be short. Then again, my vlogs probably should be anyway. But I want to talk about the importance of the original creator, and what I mean by this is we've seen creations get adapted and worked on by people who are not the original creator, and I think what ultimately is created suffers because it's not the original creator. Like, take George Lucas for example. Now say what you will of the prequels, and to everyone who bitched about him over that, fuck you, or at least fuck you for being assholes about it. But anyway, at least it still felt like Star Wars. Now contrast this with how the movies were made after Disney unfortunately got their hands on it. The movies did not feel like Star Wars from what I hear. Now this is because when the original creator dies, and I've heard this about multiple properties, when the original creator dies, the work loses its original spirit or what made it unique or likable. I've heard the same thing about Ruby, which is RWBY, not the normal Ruby, which was this thing made by, I believe, Rooster Teeth, which I've never watched, have no interest in watching. Fuck it. To hell with it. But however, the original creator did die, and afterwards it went to shitting real fast. Like, very fast. And I think the voice of the original creator is important because they have a vision. And when they're making it, the vision stays consistent in some degree. Without them, that vision is compromised, and if it's multiple people, they have no idea what the fuck they're doing. It's the equivalent of the left hand not knowing what the right hand's doing. They don't know what each other's doing. There's no cohesion. And yeah, without the original creator, the spirit of what the product originally was is lost. Unless it's someone who like really understood the creator original well, in which case the original creator's protege would be a better idea. So take what's his name? I think it's Dave Filoni. He was kind of like George Lucas's protege. Now I have problems with George Lucas and Filoni, but fuck that. At least with a protege of the original creator, you have some general... he at least had some general idea of what George Lucas was trying to do. He still probably tried to do his own thing, but fuck it. And by fuck it, I mean, at least the point is, it's still not the same without George Lucas, but it is what it is. Not like I watch Star Wars anymore. And after their show with The Mandalorian, yeah, no, fuck that. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, now I remember. The original creator, they have an idea of what they want. And if you continue to work on it and you're not the original creator, it's a little hard for you to maintain the spirit and the soul of what was being made. So without the original creator, you're fucked. You have no, I guess, concept of what you want to do. No, not concept. What was I going to say? I don't know where I was going with that. The point is, without them, the final result is not the same as if you had the original creator working on it. So the examples I gave are Ruby and Star Wars. We could use other examples, but their creators are still alive. Like, take Elric and Melda Benet. Now, Elric has been adapted into the comics, and the latest one is a reimagining. And I think the people who are making it have some creative freedom, but they're doing things that the original creator endorses, I suppose. Now, sometimes stuff that goes far afield from what the original creator had in mind does work. You can see this with Blade Runner. It is vastly different from what the book had. And the original author of the story, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? He wasn't a fan of the film, but he did like the aesthetic, I believe. It's been years since I bothered to learn about that movie. Still have to watch it. Like, I think the director's cut on DVD, but I haven't watched it yet. Don't know why. Anyway, so, yeah, there's that. There's also the fact of... What was I going to say? Actually, no, that's all I can really think to say is... Like, sometimes it does work. I will begrudge that point. But at the same time, it's still not the same, and you're doing your own thing. Now, my perspective is, if you want to do your own thing in an existing property, fine, but don't be dicks about it. And at least try to have some manner of faithfulness to what was done before. So take Star Wars, for example. You were free to do your own fucking thing in that Disney. It's the fact of how much you fucked it up. Actually, no, the problem is you fucked it up with the fans. You burned that bridge, then pissed on it. Like, I would have been fine with you just burning the bridge, but no. You took your dick out and went for a leak on the bridge while you were at it. So you made sure that bridge was not only burned, but no one would ever want to come back and touch the remains. But anyway, enough of my graphs about Disney. Point is, without the original creator, you have to at least try or you could do what Guillermo del Toro did with Hellboy. He was a fan of it, but he did his own thing with it. Like, if you won't have an idea of what you want to do and it's very far afield, don't be a hack about it at the very least. Like, make it at least faithful in spirit to what you were basing it off of, is all I can really say. And I think I'll end it there, because this feels like a ramble, and this is just a random idea I had. I prefer when people make their own stuff. Like, take Amy Hennig, for example. I think she does great work. Her Uncharted series is probably one of my favorite video game franchises of all time, and I need to go back and play it at some point. Oh, wait, that's right. I'm boycotting PlayStation. Never mind. But it was a fantastic series, and the stuff she makes is fantastic. She puts her blood, sweat, and tears into it, and I respect her for that. I wish more creators were like that, where they didn't try to piggyback off of someone else's established IP, and instead made their fucking own. I would prefer that, but hey, just a girl with a dream. Just thought I'd put that out there. Anyway, that's the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know this one was a bit of a ramble, and it feels like it was going nowhere, much like some people's careers, but yeah, that's the video. Let me know your thoughts. If you have a counterpoint to this, let me hear it in the comments, because I am interested to hear that. Beyond that, goodbye. Remember, the game was rigged from the start.